What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Skeff's Comic Knowledge. I am Skeff, and thank you so much for checking out today's video. And if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you stopping by. If you like this video, hope you do, please check out some of my other videos. I think you might like them. I hope you do. If you don't, let me know. Love to have a conversation about it. And Hulk smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And I look forward to watching you, man. And I look forward to hopefully you checking out a lot more of my videos. But today, we're going to be talking about a bad idea. As in a bad idea comic, as in an actual bad idea comic. This comic, specifically, ENIAC #1, which came out today, which is kind of taken the comic world by storm, surprisingly. And Berserker dropped today, and I think it may have overshadowed Berserker just a little bit. Just a little bit. Berserker was good, though. This, very good, actually. Surprisingly good. I was surprised it was so good. Good read. But we're going to be talking about this today, and Bad Idea Comics, what it's about, what to look out for, and how you should go about trying to pick yourself up a copy when it seems like there's no copies available. So if you check out over here, we have... So right here we have Bad Idea Comics, begins in 2021, started today. First book out was ENIAC. Next book out will be Tankers, and then Willsville, The Lot, Sleigh Bells. Sleigh Bells, actually my favorite one I'm looking forward to. There was a little promotional book that came out that showed you exactly a little pages of what each book's going to be about. I think they're at most shops still, if they still have them. But it's a fascinating concept where it's a self-published company with their own books, and it's a very clever idea. I thought it was actually going to be a bad idea. Turned out to be a good idea for the bad idea. Yeah, that hurt my brain too. But this ENIAC #1 that came out today, that you're like, how do I get a copy? Why aren't there any on? Well, there are online, but just not the place you want to look for. The way it's going to work with these books and going forward with all Bad Idea Comics in general is that there are not going to be any trades of these books. There's not going to be any digital. There's no variants. They're only at select stores. And then there's a promotional video right here from Bleeding Cool that if you want to check out, they kind of give you a breakdown to some of the rules as well for picking up this book. Comics are limited to just one per person. Must be sold for no more than cover price in the first 30 days. They can be pre-ordered, cannot be shipped. So in essence, you can pre-order them, but you have to be at the physical shop the day they come out to pick them up. These are the last two are pretty fun. They must be displayed in high traffic areas of your store and must be prominently displayed. And then stores must prominently display each promotional material for the mandated time period. So I think the first one they sent out was like this 18 by 24, just bad idea, framed poster. Kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of the breakdown of the rules. A few other things that aren't in here, kind of a fun video too, I would highly recommend you go checking out, is that there are no trades, there's no digital copies, no variants, only select stores, and in the video, they break it down in the fact that like there's about 200 stores in the world that are carrying this book. No more than two of the issues, like no more than like 2 of each month that come out, so it's not, you know, breaking the bank on your wallet, which is great. Still cover price at $3.99. Only sold in comic shops. They have to have a brick and mortar store. They can sell online, like the shops can, not the books, not the actual comic, but like the shops have to have a brick and mortar store. No like online only comic shops, so have to have a brick and mortar store. And here's the fascinating part: there are only going to be 2 printings ever. Don't freak out. In the fact that there's only be the first print that comes out for the book, which all of them got allocated today for like all the shops. So I think they reduced it down to about 50% of what they're actually going to order, which I think caused a giant, massive demand for this book. So there's going to be the first print, and I think there'll be a variation of all of them going forward, and just the trade dress being different colors. And also the back. You could see the back of the book here. See how it says not first print? That's how it's going to be. It's not a second print. It's not a third print. It's not a fourth print. This same book that I picked up today, you will be able to pick up in a couple weeks or whenever. These in essence are kind of a print on demand, but not really. It's just your shop can keep ordering copies of the not first printing. They only made so many of the first printing, but they're going to keep making out at least for a couple months of the not first printing. So, reason I bring this up is, go ahead and head over to the eBay over here. This is a copy of ENIAC #1, not first print, black trade dress on there, and they call it the second. That is not correct. It is not the second, it's just not the first. That same exact book he has posted for $30, shops will be able to order more of in a couple weeks, in a month, in 2 months. So these prices on here right now, for that not first print, I do not believe are sustainable, and I would not suggest you going out to picking one up now for that price. I think if you give it time, these prices will come down. Now, I know it's challenging. They're out in digital copy, so you won't be able to read it, but you got to give it a little bit of time. Like, I highly don't recommend you picking up a not first printing, which I do believe there's going to be a lot more coming out for $30 when it's cover price for $3.99. The opposite of that, check this out. This is ENIAC #1, but the first printing. This is crazy. This book is a cover price book that people now are demanding the price of $150 for. And I do believe, I think a couple have sold between the like 100 to 150 range. And I think there was one sold in like a set with like the first day pin and #1. And I think like a not first printing for like $500-600. It's nuts. But yeah, so these prices are a little more fascinating to me because they are a reduced amount. I did enjoy the read, and if the story continues to be very good for this little mini series that it's going to have, it could have potential to stay. If you all remember, Hero Trade came out about 6 months ago. Each shop that was going to get these books got one randomly with no information. Most shops just kind of gave it away, but that book, it's kind of like a ash can preview almost. That book's going for like $800. So it's one of the things where, like, does limited availability increase these prices? As of right now, these are all just new listings of people listing it for $150, $150, $150, $170, and they go up from there. I'm trying to see if there may be one on here that has the pin. It's like a first-person pin. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is one where, like, if you were the first one to pick up the book and first in line, each shop got one of these pins. And I do believe they're going to give out some promotional item for each book at each shop that comes out. So like with the next book coming out, they'll give out something else to maybe the first person in line, not always to be a pin. But these prices are a little more fascinating. The fact that, like, do I see them holding at $150? I mean, maybe. There's not many of them out there, and there's not going to be any more of them. So if people really do enjoy this series, I could see people picking them up. It's definitely a hard thing to tell, and it's one of the things where I'm just like, well, I mean, if you want it, you want it. I'm not here to tell you otherwise. But definitely, though, don't go out and pick up these not first printings. That's something I definitely suggest you not doing. Don't do that. That's just my opinion. Everyone's had their opinion. I can never be right or wrong, but that's it. Now, one thing I did want to mention on here that they didn't go over in the promotional bad idea, but they did kind of go over in here. There are a couple of the store rules that I thought was interesting. So like 30 days, yes. One per person, yes. And the shop, though, they must order all the same quantities that they covered as well. But there is a loophole, which is interesting. The shops have to sell them for cover. Can't sell them for more than cover for 30 days. They can't sell them online. But there is no rule about not selling them. Something that I thought about is that, like, the shop could choose to not sell all their copies, hold on to them for 30 days, and then just sell them elsewhere. Like, no one will know, no one will be none the wiser, and then, like, if the book's still holding at $150 in a month, then that's a lot of money. So that's the one thing, is that it's hard to then manage that if shops choose to do that. Would not be, it's up to their prerogative, right? They're a business, and they see fit how to run their business. I don't run a business. I don't have to worry about anything like that. So whatever they want to do, that's their prerogative. But as a heads up, could happen. Yeah, this will be a fascinating couple months with these series coming out. I myself, I was able to pre-order all the books from the shops here in town, so I don't have to worry about, like, mad dashing. Now I kind of have to mad dash to the store because I want to get one of the first-person line things. So I might do it anyway. Might be a fun little wait, fun little vlog. But that's what I was thinking, is that this is a fascinating concept. All the self-promotion definitely built up this hype. Don't go out and buy those not second printings. They're going to keep making them until they run out. So from what I've been told, the shops, it'll be a couple months. They're going to keep trying to make those not first printings. So at the end of the day, I do believe those prices will drop, and the first prints might hold. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I have some knowledge, but not all the knowledge. Or it'd be called Skeff's all-knowing comic knowledge. It's not. I just have some knowledge, just a little bit. But that's it, guys. That's a little bit of feedback I want to give about ENIAC #1, Bad Idea Comics, and what to expect going forward. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments below if you did find this helpful, or if you picked up this book today, or can't find this book today, or if you're looking forward to picking up more copies from this company. Please let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to have a conversation. But that's it, guys. Skeff, out.